welcome to Slow Flow Yoga. Let's begin seated with the prop of a block or a cushion or a bolster. I prefer the block and seated hero pose. So align the block underneath the base of the pelvis. Find an ease within the ankles and the knees and the hips, and just roll the shoulders back and down. And from here, the hands can rest onto the thighs. Drop the shoulders. Relax the muscles of the face and close the eyes. We'll connect to natural flow of breath here. Breathing in and breathing out. If it feels comfortable, you can take the right hand to the low abdomen and the left hand to the upper chest and begin to feel the breath within the body. Inflate and expand on the inhale. And deflate, contract, settle in on the exhale. Take a couple rounds here of natural flow of breath to establish your pace or rhythm. Remember, the breath is the anchor. You can always return to it. So take some time now to breathe into the upper chest, breathe into the rib cage, breathe into the low belly. Feel that fullness of breath in the body. Exhale when you feel ready. And just notice that sinking quality of pelvis into block or cushion, down into the mat and into the floor, into the earth. Be here now with every breath and every movement. More round, inhaling. See if you can take the breath into the upper back, rib cage, and the low back this time. And exhale, releasing breath completely. Your hands are on the body, just release them back down towards the thighs. And allow the eyes to open here. Roll the shoulders back and down. Maybe bring the hands to the hips. And just feel the rotation of the pelvis shifting forward and then back. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Just find the movement within the pelvis, that grounded quality in the low body. Come to the middle, neutral spine. Open up the palms and extend the fingers as you reach the arms up towards the ceiling. You can take your gaze up to the ceiling, but then soften that distance between ears and shoulders, and exhale. Inhale through the fingers. Exhale, releasing the hands down alongside the body. Hands can rest on the thighs here. We'll take the arms up again one more time, opening up the palms. Inhale, extending through the arms, the fingers, reaching up towards the ceiling. Soften the space between the ears and the shoulders, and exhale. Keeping those arms lifted, holding that space. Breathe in again. Exhale, take a twist to the right, just isolating that movement in the upper part of the abdomen and chest. Exhale completely. Inhale back through center. And exhale to the left. So gaze follows either forward or towards that left knee. Exhaling completely. Inhale back through center. Exhale to the right. Inhale center. And exhale to the left. Inhale back through center. Exhale and release the arms down alongside the body. From here, roll the right shoulder back and the left shoulder back. And we'll take the right hand to the right heel. So staying grounded through the top of the feet. Adjust the ankles and the knees as needed. But as the right hand grabs hold of that right heel, the left arm can sweep in front of the body and reach up towards the ceiling. So just stretching through the spine. Gaze can lift towards the ceiling. Full breath here. And as you exhale, sweep that left arm forward again. Left hand to left heel and switch sides. Right arm reaches up. Full breath into the body here. Exhale, right hand to right heel, sweep it up with the left. So just allow the movement to be guided by the breath, switching sides, right and left. We'll take 2 more rounds here. Breathing in, breathing out. And then we'll walk the hands forward, remove the prop, block or cushion, set it towards the front of your mat, and we'll take table pose. So hands and knees pose, rolling the shoulders back and down, taking the knees underneath the hips, pressing down through the tops of the feet, and just giving a gentle tuck to the pelvis here for a neutral spine. Gazes between the hands, breath in the body. When you're ready, exhale, we'll tuck the pelvis, round the spine, chin to chest, lengthen out through the arms, and as you squeeze the breath out of the body, just shift and sway from side to side. Pressing that breath out of the body completely. We'll find the middle again, rotating pelvis towards the mat, opening up through the shoulders and the heart, lifting the gaze, breath in the body. Exhale, take your round. Chin to chest, tucking of the pelvis, shift and sway as you ease the breath out of the body. Inhaling back to neutral spine, we'll walk the hands forward of the shoulders here. You can keep the palms down on the mat, or you can lift up the wrists into what we call tented fingers, rolling the shoulders back, tucking the pelvis to keep the low back safe. We'll just hang the head here. So as if we're melting the heart down towards the yoga mat. So the forehead may press on the mat. If you don't reach the mat, just release through the head and neck if possible. Take a round of breath here. Inhale followed by exhale. Lift your gaze, inhale, slide the hands back underneath the shoulders. And from this position, we'll open up through the low body. So table pose, rolling the shoulders back and down. We have some time for rock back, so hinging through the shoulders, hinging through the hips here. Breathing in and breathing out. We'll stabilize through the top of the left foot. And draw the right knee in towards the right elbow, and just draw some small circles into the right hip here. So breathing in and breathing out. Opening up the space between the fingers, pressing down through the pads of the fingers and the large pad of the thumb. So just some small hip circles, maybe opening up into larger hip circles, whatever feels comfortable. But we will all meet with that right leg fully extended out to the side, and then plant the right foot down. Small toe presses down onto the mat or onto the floor, come up onto tented fingers here. So you have some mobility as you shift forward and back. And from this position, we can walk the hands towards the right foot. So hang the head heavy here and just take a breath in and out as you feel the stretch in the outside of the right leg. Breathing into the stretch from the inner aspect of the right ankle into the inner thigh. Pressing down through the top of the left foot. Inhale, lift your gaze and walk the hands back through center, and then bend into the right knee here. You can take a couple times to bend in and then extend out. And then we'll bring right leg back to left. So table pose, Plant the palms down. Take a couple rock backs. Just enjoying the power of the joint in the shoulder and the hips. And then we'll stabilize through the top of the right foot and draw the left knee in. Opening up to the side, we exhale. So drawing some small circles to start to open up the left hip. Smaller circles can open into larger circles here. Just working with the breath. Inhale, followed by exhale. And just flow for your comfort. But we will all meet in that full extension of the left leg out to the side. Plant the small toe of the left foot down. Come up onto tented fingers to give yourself a bit more space. Roll the shoulders back. Hinge the hips back slightly and then walk the hands over to the left foot. Hang the head heavy here and take 2 rounds of breath. Inhale followed by exhale. Just ease into sensation in the stretch on the outside of that left ankle, towards the left knee and the left thigh. Breathe into the inner left ankle, towards the inner left thigh. And feel the length in your stretch. Inhale, gaze lifts. Walk the hands back through center and bring a bend into that left knee. So staying safe, be guided by comfort and breath. We'll bring left leg back to meet right. And we're in table pose again, so shifting forward and shifting back. At this point, we'll curl the toes under. Give a gentle tuck to the pelvis to stabilize the spine. Roll the shoulders back. And then just feel the strength of the toes pressing into the mat. The small toe as well as the great toe. And as you press the mat away, we'll hover through the knees to begin. So inhale as if you're pressing the mat away, hovering the knees, and then we'll draw the hips up towards the ceiling and come into downward dog. You can pedal press it out here, finding the stance that is comfortable for you. So downward dog, ears line up with the inner aspect of the elbows. And we work with the stretch in the back of the body. Lengthening through the spine, head is below the heart, so keep the breath moving here. And then when you feel ready, pressing through the toes, the large pads of the great toes. Heels may be lifted here, and that's okay. Breathe into the backs of the legs. Broaden out through the shoulders and activate the muscles of the upper body. Shift the weight into the left foot. Bend through the right knee and bring the right knee towards the right elbow. Shoulders stack over the wrists here, and we exhale that right leg behind. So ears again line up with the inner aspect of the elbows, and we soften through the left heel. Right knee inhale, flex it in, exhale, extend. One more time, right knee in, exhale, extend. This time when we bring the right knee in, we'll draw the right knee towards the armpit and come all the way up onto the tiptoes of the left foot and bring right foot to right thumb and find our lunge pose. So blocks may be helpful here for extra alignment, lowering that left leg and the top of the left foot. Roll the shoulders back and down and walk the blocks underneath the hands, pressing into the right foot here. Tented fingers on the blocks are another option. Just find the lift in the upper body and the stability in the lower body. So once that feels comfortable for you, maybe we release the hands away from the blocks, hands to thighs, hands to hips, or the arms rise up towards the ceiling and we take the gaze along this. So dropping the shoulders away from the ears, breath in and breath out. Breath in, reaching through the fingers towards the ceiling. Exhale, lowering the right arm and then reaching towards the right side of the body. Just give a gentle stretch into that left rib cage and that left lung. Exhale completely. Both hands rise back up towards the ceiling, and then hands will exhale towards the blocks. Curling left toes under. We lift the blocks away, Tented fingers here, lifting the left knee, and then you have some time for rock backs, just some movement forward and back, right foot to left, downward dog here. Pedal press it out, find the comfort in the pose, and find your breath in the pose. From here, we stabilize through the right foot, flexing through left knee, bringing left knee towards the left elbow, shoulders stack over the wrists, and then exhale, extend left leg behind. Ears line up with the inner aspect of the elbows, and we soften that space between right heel and the mat. Inhale, flex left knee. Exhale, extend left leg. Inhale, flex. Exhale, extend. And this time when we draw that left knee in, we'll bring the left knee towards the armpit, come all the way up onto the tiptoes of the right foot, and plant this left foot towards the left thumb, coming into our low lunge as we lower the right knee, hands to blocks to stabilize and align. Rolling shoulders back and down. Take your time with your gaze at the edge of the yoga mat. Uplift through the spine and the crown of the head. When you feel steady in the low body, hands can stack onto the thighs or the hips, or we can inhale the arms up. So soften that space between ears and shoulders. Exhale, pressing down through the feet. Inhale again. We'll exhale the left arm down alongside the body and reach towards the left side. So we have that space that we can open up through the right rib cage and the right lungs. Inhale, both hands back up towards the ceiling. Roll the shoulders back and down. Exhale, hands to blocks. Step the blocks out. Tented fingers are helpful here. Curling the right toes under and lifting the back right leg. Shifting forward and shifting back will bring the left foot to the right. Downward dog again. Pedal press it out. Open up the space between the fingers. Hang the head heavy here. I like to step forward with my right foot and line up the small toe with the edge of the yoga mat, and same with the left. So the feet are wider than hip width. We're on tented fingers, but the head is still below the heart. So it's like a wide leg forward fold. So try to release through the head and neck here. Just shake your head yes or no. Breathing in and breathing out. One more round of breath. Inhale. And exhale. Walking the hands forward, bringing the feet back in line with the hips. Downward dog again. Make any adjustments that are necessary. Always be guided by comfort and breath. Table poses available at any time. So from downward dog, we realign the whole body to come into a parallel plank. So parallel body against the mat, rolling the shoulders back and down. You may want to open up the feet to hip width, tucking the toes under and extending out through the heels. From here, we roll the shoulders back and down and we stabilize the core. So there's a slight flexion in the elbows here. Breath in. And on the exhale, push the mat away. Downward dog. So make any adjustments with the feet here. Inhaling back into your high plank pose, rolling shoulders back and down. Gaze is just at the edge of your yoga mat. Stabilize the core. Breath in. Exhale, push the mat away. Downward dog. This time as we inhale and come forward, bending through the knees, dropping the knees or coming into your low plank, softening through the tops of the feet, and then drawing belly to mat. Keeping the elbows tucked in towards the rib cage, and then lifting up the right leg to realign the hips. Same with the left. Take some time here with the hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the chin, drop the forehead down onto the mat. And draw the breath into the back body. So we inhale through the upper back, we open through the rib cage, middle back, and try to lift the low back with your breath. The inflated belly will press against the mat here, and then exhale, the navel falls towards the spine. One more round there, inhaling upper back, middle back, and low back. And then exhale, navel falls towards the spine. Shifting the weight towards the left side, we'll roll this right forearm forward and then shift the weight to the right, pressing into the right forearm, we'll roll the left forearm forward. So coming into Sphinx pose. So take your time here with the upper body. Elbows should be underneath the shoulders and the shoulders should be pressed back. I like to open up the palms, so open up the spaces between the fingers and really press into the mat here. Take some time to rock a bit through the pelvis. Head and neck is in alignment with the spine. Gaze is just at the edge of the yoga mat or between the hands. So no hyperextension of the neck here and no rounding forward or concave quality to this upper chest. So take your time, find the breath. We'll take 3 rounds here in Sphinx pose. Exhale completely, breathing into the lungs. Upper back, middle back, low back. Exhale completely. Last round together, Sphinx pose. Exhale, shift to the right. Fold this left forearm forward. Same with the right. And then the forehead can rest on the forearms. And you can bend through the knees and circle out through the ankles. It's nice to drop the feet to one side and then the other to release any tension in the low back. Bring the legs back to center, realign as needed. Left hand underneath left shoulder, right hand underneath right shoulder, and tuck the chin, pressing the forehead down on the mat. We'll push the mat away, pressing up and hinging right into our child pose. So let's keep the knees in line with the hips here, pressing down through the tops of the feet, and allow the abdomen to connect to the thighs. You can allow the forearms to rest on the mat and then drop the forehead down. You can lengthen out through the arms with tented fingers here, or you can wrap the arms around the body and hold on to the heels. Just find a softening. Couple rounds of breath in this restorative pose. One more inhale followed by exhale. Bring the hands back towards the shoulders. Unpeel the forehead away from the mat. Pressing up. Walk the hands forward, back in our table pose. Tucking the pelvis under, aligning those knees underneath the hips, rolling the shoulders back and down. From here, we'll curl the toes. Take an inhale and an exhale with your rock backs, engaging shoulders and hips. And when you feel ready, we come to the center. We press the mat away, hovering the knees, and then lifting the hips high towards the ceiling. Exhale into downward dog. Pedal press it out for your comfort. But we'll walk the feet towards the hands here, towards the front of the mat, and we will bring the right ankle in front of the left foot. So just crossed ankle pose. It's nice to hold on to a block here. Hands on either side of the block on the tall edge. Roll the shoulders back and down and hang the head heavy. Draw the breath into the back of the left leg. Again, the right foot should be in front of the left. So the stretch you feel is in the back of the left leg. And you fold the upper body over the lower body. Inhale, lifting the gaze, extending through the crown of the head. And then exhale, lower. Next time we'll inhale, extend through the crown of the head, bend into the right knee, and just gently bring the right foot behind the left. Cross ankle now with the left foot in front. Make any adjustments for your comfort here, and then exhale, fold over the left leg. So breathing into the stretch in the back of the right leg. Exhale completely. Inhale, you can bring movement into your stretch here, lifting the gaze, extending through the crown of the head. Exhale, release. And then from here, inhale halfway up, bend into the left knee, and we'll bring the right foot alongside left. And then from here, stabilize the feet underneath the knees without locking ankles and knees. You can walk the hands up the legs. You can bring the hands to the hips. Just unravel the spine slowly as we come to stand. Rolling shoulders back and down. So from our standing position here, we'll find mountain, rooting down through the great toe, the small toe, the inner heel, and the outer heel. So I like to just shift and move. Just feeling that energy of the feet connected to the mat, connected to the floor, and connected to the earth. So from this position, it's important not to lock any of the joints and not to hyperextend the low back and the upper back. So a gentle tuck to the pelvis as if you're zipping up imaginary jeans, rolling the shoulders back, opening up through the heart space, and then extending the arms down towards the earth, palms open here. Breath into the body. Exhale down through the feet. Take your time here, inhaling arms up. Reaching the fingers up towards the ceiling, exhaling that space between ears and shoulders, keeping arms lifted. Inhale again. Exhale, lower the arms down alongside the body. So from here we'll come into quarter moon pose or crescent moon pose. So find your mountain. Roll the shoulders back, open up the palms, inhale, lift the arms up towards the ceiling. From here you can press the palms together, roll the shoulders back, and lean the hands towards the right as you stabilize the weight, right foot and left foot. You can frame the head and neck with your arms, keeping the gaze down or forward. But exhale completely. Inhale back through center. Exhale to the left. Stabilize the weight, equal footing right to left, framing head and neck with the arms. Inhale, coming back through center, and then exhale, releasing the arms down by the side. So you can circle out through the ankles here. We'll find tree pose, so if you haven't stood on one leg in a while, you may want to have the arms reach of a wall nearby. Otherwise, a chair is helpful, but we'll just rock back and forth, find stability through the feet, and we'll begin by standing on the left leg. So if you're working with balance, bringing the hands to the hips, rolling the shoulders back, and allow the gaze to find something that doesn't move. Just unpeeling that right heel can be enough for you. And then maybe lifting up that right foot, perhaps stabilizing the right knee to the right ankle and right hip. You can circle out and holding your crane pose here. Breathing in and breathing out. If tree pose is calling, right hand to right knee, open up the knee to the side. I like to bring the whole upper body forward and bring the foot to where I want it to go. So right foot to left thigh, above the left knee, pressing the heel in, and then try not to lock that standing leg. So left ankle, left knee softens. And we're activating the muscles of the left thigh. So from here, just taking the right foot to left leg. If this is too high of a tree, just slide the foot down, lowering the right foot below the left knee. Take your time with your tree pose. Inhale, releasing the limbs, lifting the arms, working with balance here, and coming into the expression of tree pose that feels comfortable for you. Three rounds of breath. Rotating the knee back through center. Exhale and release. Pressing down through the right foot. You may want to circle out through the left ankle before we begin to stabilize through the right side. So if you're working with balance, you take the time to root down through all four corners of the foot. Try not to lock the ankle and the knee. And just unpeeling that left heel to start. Focusing your gaze on something that doesn't move. And then lifting the left foot. So we begin with crane pose, aligning left knee to left ankle, and then to left hip. You can circle out through that left ankle as well. Breathe in and breathe out. And notice what the standing right leg is doing. Are you locking through the knee or the ankle, or is there an activation of your muscles? Find where you are. Explore crane pose or open up into your tree pose. Left knee comes out to the side. Take the foot where it feels comfortable. Upper right thigh or lower right leg. Working with balance, stability, strength, and breath. Extending the limbs. And finding 3 rounds of breath here. Breathe into the wobble. Strengthen those muscles. Hands to hips, inhale. Exhale, drawing the knee back in, or slide the foot down the leg. Root down through the left foot, circle out through the right ankle. And take your time here to sway the arms from side to side. Find the center of the body. Hands to hips again. Open up the feet wider than hip width. Take your time with the toes. Roll the shoulders back and give a gentle tuck to the pelvis here. Trying not to lock through the knees. We'll take a mini back bend, inhaling. Gaze can come up to where the wall meets the ceiling or towards the ceiling, whatever feels comfortable. Just draw the breath all the way into the abdomen here, below the rib cage if possible. And then exhale, we'll hinge at the hips, coming forward halfway. Feel the stretch in the backs of the legs, and then we'll give a slight bend into the right knee and then into the left knee. If you have a block or two available, it can be helpful. We'll come down into our wide-legged forward fold. So you can have blocks underneath each hand here, and then walk your stance out for comfort. Roll the shoulders back, stay here and breathe. Try to release any tension in the head and neck. Or you can stack up the blocks and bring the forehead to the block. So attempting to soften and release through the upper body as you stretch long through the backs of the legs and the spine. And allow the breath to carry you into the stretch. So we'll take 5 rounds of what we call whole body breathing. So breathing in and breathing out. Engaging our awareness into the front of the body, the sides of the body, and the back of the body. And knowing that with every exhale, we may want to release a bit further into the pose. And allow gravity to take us. Third breath into fourth breath together, pressing down through the small toe side of the foot. One more round here. We'll exhale completely. Unpeel the forehead away from the prop. Lift the gaze. Tented fingers bring more space into the upper body. And then we lean forward to pick up the heels and then bring the heels in. So we'll walk the toes in a bit. And then let's walk the hands to the right foot as we bend into the right knee. So long stretch in that left leg, pressing small toe side down. Inhale back through center. Exhale, take it to the left, bending the left knee, stretching long through the right leg. You can take that one more time on each side. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. From this wide-legged fold, we inhale through center, and we continue to toe heel the foot in towards hip line. But let's drop the pelvis down and come into a squat. So everyone's at different levels with our squat. The forearms can come to the thighs. You can press the palms together here. Just make sure the entire foot is down. So right foot and left foot, the heels should not be lifted. We should have all access to all 4 corners of the feet rooted into the mat. So this football squat is very nice. If you'd like to release all the way down, elbows can come into the inner aspect of the knees and just drop the pelvis down. If this isn't working, a block just underneath the pelvis is a nice support. So breathing into the hips, breathing into the knees, inner thighs, pressing the hands together. Exhale completely. If you're on a prop, take your lift, remove the prop. If you're holding your squat here, press into the feet and gently lift up the pelvis, walk the hands forward, and then continue to bring the feet in towards each other, bending through the knees, and reach back with the hands, and we will find our seated position together. So, keeping the knees bent, feet pressing on the mat, hands on the knees, roll the shoulders back and down. Take your gaze up to where the wall meets the ceiling. Breath in here. And then as you exhale, tuck the pelvis, lengthen through the arms, and feel the stretch in the body. Try not to lift the feet up. Press the feet into the mat. And then inhale, rise up. Exhale, lengthen back. One more time, inhale, rise up. And this time we'll reach down with the forearms and just ease the body down. Connect spine to mat. So keeping the knees bent, walk the feet towards the pelvis. Reach down with the fingers and see if you can touch the tips of the heels. We'll walk the feet in so we're in alignment with the knees and the hips. And just take some time to notice. You can rock the pelvis out from side to side. Notice the back of the head resting against the mat. Notice the upper back, the shoulders, middle back. But then notice the parts of the spine that are pulled away from the mat. That's what we call the negative space, so behind the neck and this lumbar curve. So as we prep for bridge pose, the lumbar curve needs to be stabilized. So just tuck the pelvis under and feel the low back press against the mat. So from here you may need to make some adjustments with the upper back, the shoulders. Just allow comfort to happen here and the breath to move in and out. Once you feel ready, we'll press into the feet and slowly lift the pelvis up on the inhale. And then what I like to do is rock a little bit from side to side to bring the shoulders under a bit. And then bend the elbows. Reach the fingers up towards the ceiling. So the head and neck remains in line with the spine, but we're staying lifted with the pelvis and finding the strength in the low body here. So continuing to reach the fingers up towards the ceiling, holding bridge pose on the exhale. Inhale again, pressing into the backs of the arms, the upper back, and the feet. Exhale. Sometimes it's nice to allow the hands to rest onto the rib cage so you can feel that last curve of the rib. And then inhale, feel the breath in the body. Feel the strength in your body. As you exhale, keep the pelvis lifted and feel the steadiness in your body. We'll take one more round here before we slowly release. Exhale completely. And then staying lifted with the pelvis, inhale, reaching the left arm, reaching the right arm towards the ceiling, and then extending the arms overhead. Chin is tucked towards the chest. Exhale, very slowly, spine meets mat, arms alongside the body. Take your time here. Slowly bringing right knee in, interlacing the hands in front of the right knee or underneath, circling out through the right ankle, drawing knee to chest on the exhale. Allowing that right hip to open, the right knee to fall into the right hand, and then allow the left hand to assist the right foot towards the top of the left thigh. Give a gentle press here into your figure four. You can rock it out from side to side. We're just cooling the body down now. So opening up through that right hip and right knee, hands on low abdomen to feel the breath move in and out. And then just rocking both knees to the right, coming into a twist with the right foot on the top of the left thigh. It's nice to draw the left arm up overhead and then out to the side in a T position, back of the left hand pressing onto the floor, gaze can follow here. Take your time with your breath. Releasing into the spine. Exhale completely, pressing into left foot and drawing the knees back up through center on the inhale. From this position, use the hands to gently release that right foot from left thigh. Pressing right foot down into the mat, drawing left knee in, interlacing the hands in front of the left knee or underneath. Inhale and then exhale, left knee, left thigh towards the left side of the body. Left knee falls into the left hand, opening up through that left hip, and then the left foot comes to the top of the right thigh. So use the hands to open up into that external rotation. You can stay here, you can rock a little bit from side to side. Draw the breath in, and exhale the breath out long and slow. Both knees can fall to the left foot on top of that right thigh, and then the right arm can reach up with the next breath in, and then out to the side, back of the right hand on the floor, gaze can follow. A few breaths here. Calm mind, relaxed body. Inhaling both knees back through center, using the hands to gently assist left foot away from right thigh. And then maybe drawing both knees in, right hand to right knee, left hand to left knee, and just rocking from side to side. At this point, feel free to come into any stretch that feels comfortable for you. And we'll begin to prepare the body for rest pose. So I encourage you to find a shirt or some socks. The body can cool down, and a bolster or a cushion underneath the thighs or the knees, and a blanket over the body can also be helpful. Eye pillow is great as well. And as you prepare for your rest, I will hold space for Shavasana. Allow the weight of your body to settle into the mat, into the floor, and into the earth. Close your eyes and relax the muscles of your face. Allow your breath to return to an easeful inhale and exhale. And allow the breath to be your anchor. So we take the time to bring comfort into the body, to relax the body. We keep the mind awake, present, connected to physical sensation and the breath. Stay with your breath and stay with sensation. Be here now and enjoy the benefits of your practice. Softly, slowly, begin to deepen your breath. Allow this quality of awake mind to return to the body and bring movement back into fingers and toes. Gently rotate through ankles and wrists. Find a stretch through your knees and your elbows, shoulders and hips. Keeping your eyes closed and your energy internal, take the time to stretch the whole body. And rotate onto one side. Right or left, it doesn't matter. Take your pause, take your breath, and seal in the benefits of your practice. In your own time, we press up, we find a seated position, we root down through the pelvis, lift through the spine. If it feels comfortable, you can bring the left hand to the upper chest, the right hand over left, chin to chest. Bow here and thank yourself for your practice. May we all have peace in our minds and peace in our hearts. Namaste. Thank you all for practicing, and we'll see you soon.